We might have a winner for the Kendrick Green nickname sweepstakes. Also, Mike Tomlin's strategy heading into preseason game 1. All that and more, Big Deke News. So on yesterday's show, we were talking nicknames because Deontay and Pickens' new wide receiver duo nickname is Gin and Juice. So I was like, you know what? Kendrick Green, he's become a fan favorite, got a position change to fullback. He's trucking dudes over. Like, I feel like a nickname is, or at least a new nickname is inevitable for Green. And you guys had some things to say in the comments. Kendrick Green should simply be called Lucky. Lucky, Tomlin likes him and is still on the team, but I think he will embrace this role and may have found his niche. For Kendrick, I tried to think of something big and green. First, I thought of Shrek, but settled on the Hulk. Kendrick Green's nickname should be the Deere, as in a John Deere tractor, since the John Deere tractors are green. Those suggestions are all well and good, but for me, myself, I have a top 3. Of all the names that have been thrown out there, these are the ones I got it boiled down to right now. At 3, I like the Green Monster or the Green Machine, one way or another. At 2, the Keg. A couple of you guys dropped that in the comments yesterday. I was like, this is genius. I feel like it's the perfect combination of Kendrick Green's first name and last name, first 2 letters of his first name, and then G, obviously, with Green in his last name. And what is a keg? Stainless steel. So there's a little play on words right there. Stainless steel, Steeler. Like barrel of beer, right? And what do we want Kendrick Green to be doing when he gets out there? Barrel over people. And then, too, just saying, get the keg on the field, I think just makes so much sense. Like, we're in a goal line scenario. We got to get the keg out there. And then we score a touchdown, and it's like everyone's celebrating with their beer. Makes sense. But I do think there is one that edges the keg out, and it's Fat Slash. I'm going with that one at the number 1 spot. Max Starks, former Steeler, left tackle, actually brought Fat Slash up yesterday, and I think it's perfect. Who is Slash? Cordell Stewart. Why was he called Slash? Because of his versatility. Played quarterback, receiver, was really good, running the ball too. So with Kendrick Green, he's got that same versatility, right? But it's just at the big dude positions, like across the O-line, center guard, and now with fullback. It makes too much sense. Like, it's an ode to a former Steeler nickname of old, but it's got a new twist on it. That's my number 1 spot. I'd say the top 2, like, I would be good with, because the third one, the Green Machine, Green Monster, I just don't think they're on par with the Keg or Fat Slash, but you guys let me know what you think of my top 3. But now let's talk some on-the-field stuff. Steelers are obviously playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this Friday for their first preseason game. And we discussed yesterday that Kenny Pickett will be getting the start. He will be getting playing time. But Tomlin has even taken it a step further and basically saying that all the starters are going to get PT if they're healthy.
I'll say this. All that are healthy are scheduled to play at this juncture. How much they'll play is to be determined.
So we're talking Minka, TJ, Highsmith, Cam Hayward, Pat P, Sayamalu, other veterans. I don't like this. Knee-jerk reaction, I don't like this. There's nothing worse than getting a dude injured in a meaningless preseason game. Like, I get it to try to stay sharp, to knock the rust off, but dude, it's a long season. I'd rather just go into week 1 fully healthy, and then maybe you have to knock off that rust in the first quarter or 2 of that week 1 game. I'd rather deal with that than go through what we did with TJ Watt last year, getting banged up in that Lions game. It felt like it just didn't need to happen. I'd rather him not play at all than have to go into week 1 compromised. And then obviously he got hurt at the end of that week 1 game against the Bengals and was out for the next, 8 or 9 weeks, whatever it was. But anyway, yeah, knee-jerk reaction. It's like, I don't think we really need to do this. And if you do play these dudes, why not just be for a quarter or something in the last preseason game for week 3? But at the same time, this is a new era of Steeler football. We have a young core. I am kind of down with this if Tomlin wants to send the message of, we're all in this together. Like, the young dudes, the veterans, we're playing in these preseason games. Like, there's no one that's above the team. So if that's the message he's sending, I'm down with that. It's just the reality of that situation when you're trying to play up that message could be one of your guys gets hurt in the preseason. One of your key contributors gets hurt in the preseason. And if that happens, then yeah, no one's happy. Then it's like, yeah, I mean, you're against the decision altogether because, again, I think the first priority should be health going into week 1 in the regular season. But hey, man, I like the message. If that is what Tomlin is trying to communicate to the team, I'm down with that. Let's just pray to God that we are healthy going into the 2023 regular season. But other than that, I don't think I have much else for this episode. I'll probably do a preview of the Bucs Steelers tomorrow. I did see a really shitty take pop up on Twitter or on X. And that was Steelers insider, Steelers reporter Jay Hathorn said that Calvin Austin is not a slam dunk to be making this team. I don't see that at all. I think he very much is a slam dunk, unless he just absolutely lays an egg in preseason. Absolutely lays an egg. But right now, we have him listed as our starting return man for both the punt return and the kick return game. But also, I feel like he's going to be getting snaps and playing a key piece in this offense because he has 4.2 speed that no one else has on this roster or in this receiving core. And he's been cooking in training camp. Am I wrong? Like, he's actually making a ton of good plays and stretching the field, taking the top off the defense, showcasing his speed. He's doing all of that. Outside of that day 1 of training camp, like, I've only heard glowing reports of Calvin Austin. So, seems like he's a slam dunk to make the team from my perspective. But that's it for this edition of Big Deke News on... Man, I'm getting lost with my days here. This is a Thursday. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on the KG, new nicknames, Tomlin, starting everyone if they are healthy. What are your thoughts on that? And then also this Calvin Austin report or Calvin Austin opinion. But hope you enjoyed. Stay chilling and peace.